the organizing committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charles Matege. I've lived in Crawley for quite a while because, let me tell you the journey, how it all started. It all started after that gentleman over there called Amin, when we got the independence from the protectorate we had been offered. So Uganda, like Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, Uganda, depending on the cultural ties and the cultural diversity that we have over 113 tribes in the country. So the advantage was that the British and the government at that time decided that we don't have to make this country a colony, but we can work and help protect it. So Uganda established what we call British Protectorate in 1900 with the current government because of the various tribes and the way we were living together as one Ugandan community. So back to that, we came to around the independence time. And independence time was a wonderful time, as the previous speakers have said. But again, I think there was something missing. Instead of being a protectorate and being nurtured into maturity, Ugandans, we were offered this child to look after. This child to be looked after went through the conception, and then the adolescence, and then we haven't just got to the maturity stage yet. And then the protectorate masters left us. And I think this is where the problem went. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I feel very, very sorry that at the time we were given the child to look after as a nation, Africans all over, or wherever we were supposed to be, we were not ready for that mature moment of saying, now we can look after this child and let that child go and play in the fields alone and hunt for themselves. So what happened is that there happened to be a situation where we have survival for the fittest, the strongman syndrome. Every nation around after just taking independence, you saw little big men coming up, taking power everywhere, and they thought that they were the big fish in the oceans. You go to West Africa, you go into South America, you saw America Narcos. You go in the Caribbean, you saw what was happening over there. You go to Pacific area, you saw these little gods doing their own little stuff. You come to Africa, there are thousands of those small gods. All of them trying to fight to reach at the top and trying to be the little men who would go right at the top and leave the generations to come. And so that was the situation that led to many communities that when people are fighting against each other, they are fighting against each other. And then soon they realized, while they were been fighting, there were other communities that were not involved in in the mess of them rising to the top. And luckily enough, most of the hard-working communities in every environment have suffered because of these so-called demigods trying to rise to the top. And the community, like the Asian community in Uganda, the Jewish community in Germany, everywhere, they've been caught in this trap. So the little Hitlers came and they tried to say, oh, these are making a lot of money. Jealousy kicked in and they all literally went, they just tried to eradicate them. And Idi Amin as well tried to marry into the Asian community, one of the Madivani daughters.
Oh,
one who is now the High Commissioner.
The High Commissioner.
one of his wives.
No, he wanted to marry her.